Imagine a fearless 19-year-old kid, a risk-taker, stepping onto the pitch in the Champions League final, facing one of the biggest matches of his life. Most players would be overwhelmed, nerves running wild. But this young star, calm, collected, and ready to make history. Clarence Seedorf didn't conquer this stage once. He lifted the Champions League trophy 4 times, with 3 different clubs, once with Ajax, then with Real Madrid, and twice with AC Milan, a feat few can even dream of. Clarence Seedorf's incredible career was so legendary that it feels like pure myth. Seedorf's journey started far from the bustling stadiums of Europe. Born on April 1, 1976, in Paramaribo, Suriname, young Clarence's life was rooted in a passion for football. His family moved to the Netherlands when he was a child, and it was here that he began his football journey. Seedorf was no ordinary talent. His agility, vision, and intelligence on the pitch caught the eyes of scouts even before he turned 10. By the time he was a teenager, he was already part of the Ajax Youth Academy. At just 16, Seedorf debuted for Ajax's first team, becoming the club's youngest player at the time. And it didn't take long for him to show his quality. In 1995, under the legendary manager Louis van Gaal, Seedorf helped Ajax secure the Champions League title with a squad packed with future legends. Can you imagine? He was only 19 and had already tasted European glory. After bursting onto the scene with Ajax, Seedorf took the first big step in his career and joined Sampdoria in 1995. Though he spent just 1 season with the Italian club, it was a crucial period of growth for the young midfielder. At Sampdoria, Seedorf faced a new level of competition and adapted to the faster, more physical style of Serie A. Playing alongside Italian greats like Roberto Mancini, Seedorf quickly earned a reputation for his technical skill, composure on the ball, and ability to dictate play. Seedorf's time at Sampdoria was short but impactful. It was here that he learned the toughness of Italian football, a trait that would serve him well in the intense battles to come. If you're enjoying this journey through Seedorf's iconic career, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible football stories from the channel. After making waves at Ajax and Sampdoria, Seedorf's journey took him to Real Madrid in 1996. At Real, he became part of a team that boasted names like Raúl, Fernando Hierro, and Roberto Carlos. And just 2 years later, Seedorf achieved something few players could even dream of. He lifted the Champions League trophy again, this time with Madrid in 1998. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. Despite his skill, Real Madrid's constant internal struggles, having gone through 7 coaches in 3 years, the clashing of egos, and immense pressure playing for Madrid, often put Seedorf in challenging positions. By 1999, his time in Madrid was coming to an end. Though he left with a Champions League trophy, his time at Madrid showcased not just his brilliance, but also his resilience to handle the chaotic world of football's most scrutinized club. After Madrid, Seedorf moved to Inter Milan. Expectations were high, and fans hoped he would bring the magic he'd shown at Ajax and Madrid. While Seedorf's time at Inter Milan wasn't as successful as he'd hoped, he still left unforgettable moments. One of his greatest achievements in an Inter shirt came in January 2002, during a thrilling encounter against Inter's fierce rivals, Juventus. In what would become a legendary performance, Seedorf took matters into his own hands, scoring 2 jaw-dropping goals to turn the tide for his team. This unforgettable 2-2 draw not only highlighted Seedorf's skill, but cemented his place in the hearts of Inter fans, even during a period where success was hard to come by. In 2002, Seedorf made a bold move, joining Inter's across-town fierce rivals, AC Milan. At Milan, something clicked. Paired with the likes of Andrea Pirlo, Kaká, and Gennaro Gattuso, Seedorf found the perfect stage to showcase his brilliance. His time at Milan was nothing short of magical. In 2003, he once again lifted the Champions League trophy, this time with Milan. This made Seedorf the only player in history to win the Champions League with 3 different clubs, a record that still stands. And he wasn't done. Seedorf, also known as Il Professore with leadership and consistency, was instrumental as Milan went on to lift yet another Champions League trophy in 2007, defeating Liverpool in a tense final. Representing his country was also a dream for Seedorf, and he debuted for the Netherlands at just 18, joining a golden generation with stars like Bergkamp, Davids, and Kluivert. Known for his powerful shots and versatility, Seedorf quickly made a name in the Dutch midfield. At Euro 1996, he helped the team reach the quarter-finals, only to face heartbreak with a missed penalty against France. 4 years later, at Euro 2000, held on home soil, the Netherlands reached the semi-finals. But another penalty shootout defeat against Italy ended their hopes, marking one of the biggest what-ifs in his career. Despite these challenges, Seedorf continued in the national squad through the 1998 World Cup and 2004 Euros. However, his strong opinions on tactics often clashed with coaches, eventually leading to his exclusion from the 2006 World Cup squad, a bitter low for such a distinguished player. Despite all his success, Seedorf often found himself overlooked in individual awards. His best result in the Ballon d'Or was at the 17th place in 1997, a surprising oversight considering his unmatched Champions League record and consistent performances for his clubs. This underappreciation highlights how sometimes even the best talents can be undervalued. After leaving Milan, when most players wind down their careers in Europe and head to leagues with less competitive rigor, Seedorf made an unexpected decision. In 2012, he joined Botafogo in Brazil, a move that surprised everyone. At 36, Seedorf could have retired with his illustrious European legacy intact. Instead, he chose to embrace a new challenge, venturing into South American football. For 2 seasons, Seedorf brought his experience, leadership and elegance to Botafogo, where he quickly became a fan favourite. In a league that values flair and creativity, Seedorf was a perfect fit. He helped Botafogo secure a spot in the Copa Libertadores, South America's most prestigious club competition, in 2013. Though he eventually retired in 2014, his time in Brazil added a unique chapter to his story, showing his love for the game and his willingness to embrace new challenges, even in the twilight of his career. In 2014, Seedorf made a surprising return to AC Milan, this time as the manager of AC Milan. However, his time on the sidelines wasn't as triumphant. Seedorf's managerial style clashed with the board, and Milan's lack of resources made the job difficult. His tenure was brief, lasting just 5 months, although it was a tough pill to swallow. In 2019, Seedorf accepted the challenge of managing Cameroon's national team, with his former teammate Patrick Kluivert as his assistant. The duo aimed to lead the team to success in the African Cup of Nations. But things didn't go as planned. They were in charge for 12 matches, but won only 4. Cameroon's disappointing performance led to Seedorf's dismissal, marking another difficult chapter in his post-playing career. These managerial setbacks proved not all great players become great managers. Clarence Seedorf's story is more than just trophies and records, from an Ajax wonderkid to a European icon. With over 800 professional appearances, 4 Champions League titles, and countless moments of brilliance, his legacy is firmly etched in football history. He may not have the individual awards, but he has something just as rare: a story of resilience, triumph, and passion that resonates with fans across multiple clubs and generations. So, next time someone asks you who's won the Champions League with 3 different clubs, remember Clarence Seedorf, a player who defied expectations and left an unforgettable mark on the beautiful game.